Ukraine's Navy confirmed that its domestically developed R-360 Neptune cruise missiles carried out more than 50 successful strikes on Russian targets throughout the past year, according to Ukrainian Navy spokesperson Dmytro Pletenchuk in an interview with Dzerkalo Tijnya media outlet. Pletenchuk stated that the Neptune has demonstrated high effectiveness in combat conditions, adding that the missile system remains under the exclusive operation of Ukraine's naval forces. "Our Neptune is truly feared on the other side and not without reason," he said. "We usually do not disclose applications except when a case becomes significantly public." According to the Navy, the Neptune system has been used in precision strikes against a variety of Russian military and industrial facilities. One of the most recent examples was the September 29 strikes on the Elektrodetal plant in Russia's Bryansk region, carried out by Ukrainian missile and artillery units in coordination with the Navy. The General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine reported that 4 missiles were launched from a distance of around 240 kilometers. Ukrainian Navy Commander Oleksiy Nizpapa confirmed that the strike involved Neptune missiles. The Elektrodetal facility is part of the radio electronic technologies conglomerate under Russia's state-owned Rostec Corporation and is known for producing components used in electronic warfare systems, measurement instruments, and connectors for various missile types. Earlier, on October the 1st, Ukraine officially unveiled the RK-360L Long Neptune, a land attack version of its Neptune cruise missile with a range of up to 1,000 kilometers, nearly quadruple that of the original. In addition, the warhead weight has been expanded from 150 kilograms to 260 kilograms, Defense Express noted. According to the outlet, the RK-360L measures 6 meters in length, without a booster about 1.5 meters longer than its predecessor. The missile's body diameter has increased to roughly 50 centimeters compared to the earlier 38 centimeters. The design allows for flexibility. Developers suggest that reducing fuel tank volume could further increase the payload capacity of the warhead. The missile retains the capability to strike both land and maritime targets, indicating that this is still equipped to engage moving objects at sea. While the specific guidance system has not been disclosed, Defense Express reports that the ability to target ships suggests that the active radar seeker used in the anti-ship version likely remains in place. The RK-360L incorporates new features required for long-range operations over land. These include the ability to fly at low altitude over varied terrain, follow pre-programmed routes without satellite navigation, and strike fixed land-based targets with precision. Such capabilities mark a significant step beyond the original Neptune system, which was designed primarily for engagement over open water. The Neptune missile family first entered service as an anti-ship weapon, gaining international attention after being used in the 2022 strike that sank Russia's Black Sea flagship, the Moskva.
Russia is waging a targeted gray zone campaign against Europe, including airspace violations, sabotage and cyber attacks, that will only escalate if the Kremlin is not challenged, the European Union's top official warned on Wednesday. According to Associated Press, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen said that in just 2 weeks, fighter jets breached Estonia's airspace, while drones overflew military bases and critical infrastructure sites in Belgium, Denmark, Germany, Poland and Romania. It is time to call it by its name. This is hybrid warfare. And we have to take it very seriously, von der Leyen told EU lawmakers in Strasbourg, France. She stressed that Europe must respond. We must investigate every incident, and we must not shy away from attributing responsibility because every square centimeter of our territory must be protected and safe. If we hesitate to act, the gray zone will only expand, she concluded. The EU's executive branch, under von der Leyen's guidance, is preparing a plan for Europe to be ready to confront such challenges by 2030. EU officials believe that Russia could be capable of launching an attack on another European country within 3 to 5 years. The plan includes the development of a drone wall of high-tech systems linked to anti-drone equipment that can detect, track and destroy drones, as well as to strike their operating systems or pilots on the ground. In 2 weeks, von der Leyen will submit a roadmap for bolstering Europe's defensives by the end of the decade to the 27 nation bloc's heads of state and government for their approval. Von der Leyen said that it's simply not affordable for European countries to continue to scramble the latest generation fighter jets to counter relatively cheap drones, as happened when several of them entered Polish airspace a month ago. The Commission believes that the best way to encourage European countries to invest more in defense is to ensure that it creates jobs and is good for business in Europe. It insists that at least 65% of any project funded with EU money should be based in the continent. At a summit in Copenhagen last week, the position of some EU leaders toward the drone incidents, acts of sabotage, cyber attacks and sanction busting appeared to have hardened. Denmark has not directly attributed a series over drone flights over the country in recent weeks to Russia. French President Emmanuel Macron said that Europe must take a more aggressive approach with Russia by shooting down drones that enter European airspace and boarding shadow fleet ships illicitly transporting oil to deprive Moscow of war revenue.
One incident may be a mistake. 2 incidents a coincidence. But 3, 5, 10. This is a deliberate and targeted grey zone campaign against Europe. And Europe must respond. We must investigate every incident, and we must not shy away from attributing responsibility, because every square centimetre of our territory must be protected and safe. Member States counter drone incursions. This is solidarity. This is not random harassment. It is a coherent and escalating campaign to unsettle our citizens, test our resolve, divide our union, and weaken our support for Ukraine. And it is time to call it by its name. This is hybrid warfare, and we have to take it very serious and fast. We have seen this lead nation model deliver before. We must not only react, we must deter. Because if we hesitate to act, the grey zone will only expand. The founding mission of the European Union is to preserve peace. And today that means having the capacity to deter aggression and provocation. And Europe must urgently equip itself with a strategic capacity to respond, one that is ready to address the changing nature of warfare. All it is made in Europe. My third point, the choice before us is very simple. We either can shy away and watch Russian threats escalate, or we meet them with unity, deterrence and resolve.